Welcome, Leo and cross watchers. This is your general love reading. Leo, it looks like there may have been a third party involved here, and this person in the end wants to work on causing some kind of betrayal, but it's going to bite them in the ass. So stick around. Let's see where this goes. Leo, I'm going to get into your energy, then I'm going to get into the energy of all 12 signs, then we'll get you some oracle cards, then we'll get into your spread. So with that, Holy Spirit, angel spirits and guides, clarity and guidance for Leo, please. What is the energy around Leo, please? What is the energy around Leo? Okay, so you're getting clear on something. The light's being shed. This could be soul searching. You're being divinely guided to go within so the light can be, so things come to light. So this is about the hermit taking that time out to, soul search, to understand something, but you're going to get clarity. Okay, you're being divinely guided to the clarity here. So with that, Holy Spirit, angel spirits and guides, clarity and guidance for Leo. What is the energy of all 12 signs around Leo, starting with Aries, please? So if you're dealing with an Aries, they're waiting to reconcile. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they're going to take a leap of faith into something long-term and committed. If you're dealing with a Gemini, there's some deception with an ex. If you're dealing with a Cancer, someone feels stuck in their head about you. They're very strategic. They're not showing emotion, but they can't get you out of their head. Now, if you're dealing with a Leo, there's a truth that's going to be spoken that you're going to make a decision about. Something about a truth being spoken, and you're going to cut something out because of that truth, okay? So if you're dealing with a Virgo, there's an ending to something toxic so something new can begin. If you're dealing with a Libra, if you're dealing with a Libra, somebody's making a decision about a victory, or they're making a decision about a victory, some kind of a victory. So a decision, finding balance. This could be wanting to be seen head and shoulders above the rest, but I'm getting that this is, or you could be balancing a victory, finding balance in a victory. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, someone wants to communicate about some strife, jealousy, and competition. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, someone wants to apologize in a relationship. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, there's an emotional message about a decision. They're at a crossroads about a decision. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, so there's going to be justice in a relationship. And if you're dealing with a Pisces, somebody's watching, wanting to speak a truth, watching. They may have found something, they may have seen something when they're spying on you, and they want to speak the truth, or they want to tell you the truth that they're spying on you. Okay. Leo, you're being divinely guided to go within. Okay, so let's get into your oracle cards. Holy Spirit, angel spirits and guides, clarity and guidance for Leo, please. What does Leo need to know, please? You got the birth, okay, universal energy bringing you opportunity and possibility. A lot of people have gotten that one this week. Under the bottom of the deck, you got the frog. Beware. Beware. Be careful of who you trust at this time. There's a new beginning on something, but you need to beware of who you trust. That's why that you're being maybe divinely guided to go within. They want you to, don't be so trusting of somebody. Don't believe everything you hear. Believe it if you see it, kind of thing. There's a voyage. It could be travel. Travel's at a standstill. That's what I'm getting. A voyage at a standstill. So you may be needing to travel, but it's at a standstill right now. Beware of something right now. Don't trust everything you hear. Be careful what you trust at this time. That's what, there's a new beginning here though, but it looks like travel's at a standstill. And there's love and there's answers. There's answers where love is concerned. Holy Spirit, angel spirits and guides, clarity and guidance. Look at the bigger picture. Step out of your comfort zone. Look at the bigger picture and step out of your comfort zone. Holy Spirit, angel spirits and guides, clarity and guidance. For Leo, please. You got the loving man and you got status quo. Holy Spirit, angel spirits and guides, clarity and guidance for Leo. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. You know the truth, though. You're going within. You're right where you need to be. Unknown territory. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. This is where you're supposed to be. You're going to know the truth. You're going to discover the truth. You get the answers in love. Step out of your comfort zone. Travel is halted. Look at the bigger picture. Okay, the status quo. Okay, Spirit. Okay, Spirit, the unseen forces are watching over you. And again with the King, authority and diplomacy. So you have, this is the Emperor for me. This is, you know, so you're being guided. This person may be your true soulmate. Holy Spirit, angel spirits and guides, clarity and guidance for Leo, please. What does Leo need to know, please? What does Leo need to know? Ooh, you got the Muse. Dark night of the soul and patience. So you may have gone through a lot lately. Like this awakening, the dark night of the soul, like you felt like you were walking through hell kind of thing. You know, you're really going through something with that dark night of the soul. This is you having an awakening, becoming aware, becoming self-aware as well. But this Muse, somebody that they really look at you with that light. You need to be patient, though. There's patience that needs to be had here. Step out of your comfort zone. Look at the bigger picture. Love call. Someone is expressing their love, a message of love, thinking of you, letting you know. Okay, abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So I'm getting that you're going to get what you want in this situation. There's love and abundance here. So, you know, you manifested this, but there's a Muse. So you may look at somebody as the end all beat all. You need to be patient because of the dark night of the soul. This is about you having that awakening. It's part of your awakening, but Spirit's guiding you towards your Emperor. That's what this is about. You're being guided in that direction. Look at the bigger picture and step out of your comfort zone. The answers are coming where love is concerned. Okay, the status quo, like status quo to me, this is not, you know, you're not the status quo. You're not the average. You're not the ordinary, okay? Your status quo, you're not this. This is not what you are. You're not the status quo. There's a loving man. This person is not that either. So this loving man could be the Emperor, okay? So he's not the status quo. He's not like everybody else, okay? He's not the same. Okay, so you are exactly where you need to be, and you will stand in the light of truth. You will find out what you need to know. The truth is coming to you. Okay, but if you were going to travel somewhere, travel's at a standstill. They're just letting you know travel's at a standstill. It's not going to happen. You need to be careful who you trust, but there's a new beginning here, an opportunity for you. Leo, Holy Spirit, angel spirits and guides, clarity and guidance for Leo. What does Leo need to know, please? What does Leo need to know, please? What does Leo need to know? What does Leo need to know, please? What does Leo need to know, please? Okay, Leo, you're coming out. Leo, you're very guarded and defensive. You know, because something that was hidden, you need to make a decision about. That ended. There's an ending here of somebody wanting to control everything. There's an ending of that. Somebody's not going to try to control everything all the time now. Something from the past you've gotten very clear on. You're looking at it with a different mindset because of an ending. So something new can begin. Empress energy. Okay, you had the Emperor come in. Now you're coming in as the Empress. You could be this King of Wands, or this could be you over here. Take it how it resonates for you. This could be your masculine and your feminine. Okay, you're recovering from a heartbreak, possibly. Could be at a distance. You got to make a decision about something. The obstacle here, Emperor energy. Ooh, obsessed about a Queen of Wands. An obsession with the Queen of Wands. I'm going to clarify that. Someone who's very strategic, not showing emotion. Okay, so what's the outcome? There's burden because of deception. The truth needs to come out. With the burden of deception needs to come out. So, who is this King of Wands? Okay, so you have the King of Wands would be the Emperor in a lower vibration, and he is clarified by the Pre-Empress. Okay, the Pre-Empress, he needs to make a decision about the Pre-Empress. This is you, Leo. You need to make the decision. There's masculine and feminine in everybody. You could be the Pre-Empress, you could be the Emperor. Take it out resonates. You could be, you know, a woman being the King of Wands. You see what I'm saying? And your masculine could be the feminine. It just, take it out resonates with you. They're burdened because somebody was acting like a player. They need to make a decision about somebody because they were acting like a player. There for a good time, not a long time. So what was hidden, you're going to get justice for what was hidden. So the truth is going to come out, okay? You're going to understand what was hidden. There's going to be a decision, and you need to be strong. There's going to be an ending to strife, jealousy, and competition. And there's somebody wanting to win at all cost, has to do with a Two of Cups. So it's a soulmate. That's taken a long time for them to see something. Okay, so it's taken a long time for this Two of Cups situation because somebody was trying to win at all cost. You have something from the past needing to heal. You're looking at things with a different mindset, knowing you're going to have a victory. There was an ending, so something new can begin. So closing out a karmic cycle, being patient. Sorry, I had to get a drink. The Empress, a new beginning to move forward. So you guys are going to move forward quickly. You feel like you need to recover. You could be at a distance from somebody you're resting. It has to do with a new passionate beginning and someone very strategic about that. So you're going to recover, and there's going to be a new beginning, but someone's being very clever about it, wanting to fight for it, you know, not showing emotion about it. You're making a decision. Someone's making a decision to apologize. So what is this Emperor obsessed with the Queen of Swords? Two cards wanted to come out. Apologizing for offering their cup in a family situation. Holding back. Needing to communicate. To take a leap of faith. Now, I'm getting this doesn't even have to be an obsession. This person could have been, you know, a toxic, something that could have been possessing or obsessing, or it could be, you know, somebody felt like they were trapped. They felt like the Emperor felt trapped by this Queen of Wands. Now there's an they're apologizing, or an emotional message of wanting that happiness and love in a family situation, but the Emperor is holding back, communicating that he's moving on. He's moving on. He doesn't want to deal with this. He felt like he was trapped by that Queen of Wands, or Queen of Swords, sorry. yeah, he's moving on to a new relationship. He's moving on to the 1111, his empress, okay? He's moving on to the empress here. They're going to move forward quickly. And so there's burden because the deception, someone spoke the truth about the deception. Now somebody's walking away towards a new beginning in love. You know, they're no longer speaking. They're using their intuition about a broken heart. So somebody's not speaking. They're brokenhearted, wanting to work on a situation, but they feel betrayed. Now, I think the person who feels betrayed is the person he felt stuck to. So, in this instance, Leo, I think you are either the Emperor or the Empress here. You do have a third party here that this person felt obsessed by, or possessed by, or bound to, you know, but there's burden and deception being the truth coming out, okay? That's causing somebody to walk away to a new beginning in love, okay? But that person that he felt stuck to is not speaking. They're brokenhearted, and they're working. They feel like working on betrayal. Like this work, they feel betrayed, heartbroken, working on betrayal. This person could be trying to cause drama. So let me see what happens. Why are they working on betrayal? For their own happiness. Causes a Tower moment. Yeah. Yeah. What I'm getting here is this person, they're not speaking, they're brokenhearted, and they're trying to work on causing some kind of betrayal or ending for their own happiness, but it's going to bite them in the ass. That's what's going to happen, Leo. That's going to bite them in the ass. So with that, Leo, that's all I have for you. If this resonates, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hope you have a wonderful week.